Videos, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our future content.
So we're in the volunteer state in the Music City.
This place is home to so many country music legends, and like country music in this place is synonymous with one another.
Yeah, so if you love country music, this is your heaven.
And even if you don't.
Yeah, if you don't listen to country music like I don't, I do like some of it. But if you don't know anything about it, it's still a great place to learn about.
And our first stop, as you can see behind us, is the visitor center. Look at this thing. It's a huge building, like right on Broadway Street, and we're gonna go get some information and find out what all there is to do here. All right, so we bought our tickets for the Hop On Hop Off trolley through Viator last night. We got here, showed them the QR code. They gave us our official ticket, and there is a line already over here. It's what, like 10 after 9? I don't think the thing starts till 9:30, and it is already jam-packed. So apparently this is a very popular thing.
It is, and it looks pretty full.
So we were in St. Augustine, and we did the Hop On Hop Off trolley as like the last thing. We should have done it first. It's the best way to like get around the city and get a feel for it, and then you can figure out which areas you actually want to explore. So we're doing this first thing when we get here, so we don't make that rookie mistake again. All right, so we were in Centennial Park, which is the first stop we got off the trolley at. It is the 10th stop from 201 Broadway, where we got on the trolley, and behind us you see the Parthenon. The Parthenon was built in like 1897 as a temporary building along with a lot of other temporary buildings, and then again in the 1920s they built this permanent structure that you see behind us.
This structure is actually a replica of the one in Athens. Actually, it's 1/8 of an inch from being the perfect replica of the original thing that's in Greece.
This part seems like it's a really cool spot to come hang out, get out in the sun, or in today's case, out in the wind. It is super windy today. But we're gonna go walk around, check this out, hop back on the trolley. And again, this is a great way to get around. They've told us so much of the history, talked about all the buildings, all the cool stuff to see.
Yeah.
It's a great way to get a feel for like the whole area and then see which areas you want to explore later. They run about every 15 to 30 minutes, depending on traffic. So we have about 30 minutes to go check this area out, hop back on and see what's next. We are done with our Hop On Hop Off trolley tour, and just as expected, it was really good. Like, we learned a ton about the city. We got to see all the cool spots that we're gonna go check out later, and we are so glad we did it first thing because it gives us so much more to go on.
So now we're back on Broadway Street, and this is much different than how it was when we got on the trolley.
At 8:30 this morning.
Yeah, 8:30. It was like, okay, busy, but now it's madness, and I can completely see how at night it's going to change. Like Mark was saying earlier, it's like country Vegas. It's pretty awesome. It feels very safe to walk around.
Oh yeah, super safe.
Yeah, and it's kid-friendly so far, so not sure if at nighttime things change or not. But it's a lot of fun. It's loud, so we had to find a back alley to just talk.
Yeah. We are at Merchants, which is a restaurant we've heard some good things about, and there was about a 30-minute wait. We should have probably made reservations, but again, we're just exploring around, so we didn't know what time we were gonna do lunch. It's more of an event than a time. So far, we are loving Nashville.
Now we're gonna go eat, and after that, probably check out some live music.
just sat down. This place has such a chill vibe, and they give you a little thing of popcorn whenever you sit down.
The popcorn is seasoned. It's actually delicious. Pro tip, if you're ever getting sweet potato fries, always get honey with them. If they have it, that will change your world.
On our hop on hop off trolley tour, they told us that the Taco Bell, which is right there behind us, serves alcohol, and this is one of the few places where you can actually get alcohol at Taco Bell.
And they also have live music. I think so this is like next level Taco Bell. I wish we had this Taco Bell in our town.
We're gonna stop and have a drink there because I don't know if
Why
there's
not?
anywhere else in the country you can even say you've done
I
that.
know. If I was hungry, I would have had a chalupa too with my drink.
Too much other good food around here to waste on chalupa, but we're gonna see how the Taco Bell drinks are. All right, so we ended up getting a Baja Blast with tequila in it. First time ever you try it first. Go ahead.
Oh wow.
Is it good?
Baja Blast is good. The only place you can get Baja Blast is Taco Bell. And over here you can get it with tequila. So good. Two of the most important purchases of the trip: ornament
Yeah.
and a magnet. This is where I learned what honky tonk means. So we're in boot country right off of Broadway, and they say that if you buy one pair of boots, you can get two free, and look at these. So I did not get any boots. I think that if you go outside of downtown Nashville, probably you can find better priced boots.
Yeah, but the buy one get two free was a pretty sweet deal. It's just the buy one was like $200-300.
Yeah. So we're going to the Printer's Alley, which we have heard is known for live jazz music.
We love jazz music. That's one of the things we love about New Orleans. And after going down the road listening to country music and rock music all day, which we actually love, if you love music in general, this is the place to be. It is Music City, not Country Music City. So they have a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
But we're gonna go listen to some jazz music on,
Printer's Alley.
I keep wanting to call it Magazine Row for some reason. All right, Printer's Alley. At Skull's Rainbow Room, and this is one of the places where you can actually see a burlesque show.
Which is one of the oldest continuously operating burlesque shows. The craft cocktails are exceptional, but again, if you're interested in the burlesque show, it starts at 11 o'clock. They told us there are lines outside that start forming at 8 p.m. and after 9 p.m. you have to pay a $20 cover charge. Now we do not feel like standing in line for hours for
No.
11 o'clock, even though we want to watch one, but we do not have time. at the size of these cookies. So we're on Broadway Street just walking around, and someone asked Mark where he got his shoes at. Now, we know that was a New Orleans little trick, but did not know that happened in Nashville too.
I just said, nice try, bro, and just kept walking. Just ignore them. That's the best thing to do. All right, so we found the party bikes. It's like the ones that are like 10-seaters where everybody's like pedaling around the city. And they are $50 per person to ride. 50 bucks is a little expensive for us for riding a bike around a city, but it looks like it's a lot of fun. So if you're into that sort of thing, definitely do it. If you have a party of 10, it's like $450, I believe, to rent the whole bike. And those things are booked solid tomorrow. There's an opening at like 9:30 in the morning.
8:50 or something like that in the morning.
And then it's like after 10 p.m. tomorrow night. So that's both too early and too late for us.
It'll be $100 for an hour and a half, and you have to bring your own drinks. They do not provide you any drinks. If they do, I'm pretty sure it's a little more pricey than getting it at the bar.
Yeah, they said you can buy beer from their headquarters, so.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're gonna walk around and see how crazy Broadway Street gets at nighttime.
Our first stop this morning is the Bicentennial Park. This park is huge. It has a lot of monuments, stone columns. You can see the Capitol building from here, and right across from it or within the park is the farmers market. So, which we have heard over the weekend, there are a lot of vendors that would come over here. It's like a typical farmers market, and they have a lot of good food too.
Centennial Park still, and this is the farmers market.
So they have a food court with permanent restaurants there. It has two sections, one's for good and the other section is for food, and then they have a third section for plants.
Kind of like an open door flea market too, where they have like jewelry and trinkets and artwork and stuff like that for sale. So if you're in Bicentennial Park, maybe stop by, check it out, get out of the sun for a little bit. All right, so this wall behind me right here goes forever. It goes as far back as you can see this way and as far down that way, and it tells the entire history of Tennessee. And in the center you're going to see the walls kind of broken up, and that is when the Civil War happened. Just goes to show how divisive the Civil War was, especially to this area and a lot of the southern states. But it's really neat just to walk down. I mean, you could probably spend 2 or 3 hours just going down reading all these things. It's really cool.
So our next stop is the Musicians Hall of Fame.
So the Musicians Hall of Fame, according to our tour guide yesterday, they said the only way you get inducted in there is if other musicians vote for you. So it's not like some board or just Grammy Awards or anything like that. It's other musicians actually say you're talented enough to be in the Musicians Hall of Fame.
So the musicians that are in there are very notable and really good.
I'm excited to go see this museum. It's part of Nashville culture. This is Music City, and what a better way to celebrate Nashville than to go see the Musicians Hall of Fame.
And I just need to learn more about musicians. I just know the songs and I like songs. I need to learn really about the musicians.
We're gonna get this one inducted in there. We're gonna get her to start singing karaoke. She's gonna become famous, and then she'll be in there.
Oh God, then we'll move to Nashville.
Sing them a tune.
No, oh God. They're not ready yet. Look at that. We feel so official.
There's a part of the museum where you can actually play musical instruments. Like, what is behind us here? They have drums, piano, they have electric guitar.
Yeah, and we sound like professionals.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm totally gonna be inducted in here one day for sure.
with the Ray Charles
This one's
Orchestra
good.
and his singers, the Ray. Remember, Ray expected the best out of everybody's on-stage performance.
So, if you did not know, kids, that's a record. This over here is a cassette tape. Yes, I have used those.
What are they gonna do now that it's all digital? They're gonna give you like a golden iPhone?
Like, yeah, seriously, because we don't have cassettes anymore, or CDs even.
All right, so we just finished with the Musicians Hall of Fame and Museum. It was actually really neat. If you're here and you're coming to the area, you may as well go ahead and stop and see one of the most historic museums here. There are some absolute legends in that place.
Yeah, and we did learn a lot. So it was awesome to see all the different musicians and what they have done, their achievements, and some of the memorabilia. It was awesome.
There's dirt on my hands, strong like a tree. There's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon. They sing on a sleepless night. Try to catch me howling at the moon. 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 When it rains, it pours. Water's up to my chin. Won't stop fighting to the very end. Many men try to reach it. Many men have failed. Well, if you wanna get to heaven, you gotta raise a little.
You would think we're on Bourbon Street with all this chaos. Look at this. But it feels a lot safer than Bourbon Street. This has been awesome tonight.
I think I like Nashville way better than French Quarter.
Oh yeah, for sure. A lot more police on the road. Everybody's out here just having a good time.
Yeah.
We've had no issues.
So much safer.
But we have to call it night because we have an early start tomorrow. So this is it for the chaos of the first night on, what is this?
Broadway.
Broadway. I wanted to say Bourbon. This is Broadway Street. Anyway, that's it.
When the sun rises.